Good morning. My hair is a little bit crazy because I had it in overnight curls, but let's just flick that away because it's getting on my nerves. But welcome back to my channel. I'm heading on holiday and of course I'm bringing the camera with me so you can see the trip. We are going to Morocco. We're heading to Marrakech. Our flight is not until 4. It's the morning now, but I have a little bit of packing left to do. And just a few bits and bobs, you know. But we're going with Brad's family, so I'm gonna try and do as many clips as I can, but also not invade family time, if that makes sense. Ooh, I need to put my necklace on, and my earrings in, and my watch on. Did a fake tan for this holiday. Anyway, let's go to the airport.
Our captain, our first officer, but especially your on-board crew today, we'd like to thank you for choosing Ryanair and hope to see you very soon in another Ryanair scheduled flight.
Good morning, everybody. We are in Marrakech. We got here quite late last night. It was landed about 7:30, but by the time we got to the Riyadh it was more like half eight-ish. And then we kind of just sat, and the guy at the hotel gave us this map and kind of circled some of the best bits. So I've then gone on to Google Maps and starred some of those bits. But we're staying at a Riyadh. Sorry, losing my voice. I think it's because we've had the aircon on all night because it's hot. Staying at a Riyadh, it's beautiful. It's very traditional, but it's cute. It's nice, isn't it? I can't show Brad because he's getting changed and I've started filming at a rubbish point. But we've woke up early this morning. Well, not that early. We woke up at 7, getting ready for breakfast to go for 8 because it's included with the Riyadh. I'll put the name of the Riyadh on everything. I mean, we were thrown right in the deep end when we got here because it was so busy. The taxi driver couldn't actually drop us right outside, so the guide had to come meet us. And we went through like the proper bit of Morocco. He said that's where Moroccans live, so thrown into the deep end. I mean, I've watched the TikTok, so I felt prepared, but I was overwhelmed. There's a lot going on. But we're gonna go explore the markets again this morning, and yeah, I'll show you what we get up to. So, did I film some this morning? I can't even remember where I left off and I was talking properly. I think it was this morning in our hotel room where I am right now. But we went to the palace. That was beautiful, so many nice places to take pictures. But we went about 9:30, maybe even 9 o'clock. And that was a good time to go because it was still busy, but it was slightly quieter. When we were leaving, there was queues and queues of people and we didn't have that when we entered, so my advice is go a bit early. To be honest, anyway, go here, it's better to go early, it seems. Then we had a wander through the markets, and it's kind of one of the reasons why this is going to be like a heavy montage vlog, is because I just don't know if I can get the camera out and start vlogging. I mean, it's so crowded, it's so busy, there's motorbikes everywhere, it's a different environment. Some places don't like you to take pictures in there and things like that. So unfortunately it is going to be a bit montagey, but it was really cool. Didn't buy anything yet, see, but knowing me, I could probably buy a lot and probably will come home with something. And then we went to the YSL gardens, just me and Brad. It's been a busy day. And we actually went in the museum as well. If you're tempted or wondering whether to do both, I would recommend just the gardens because the museum was short and not much to it. But we did get 2 prints. Where are those prints? Brad being mute in the background as usual. But they're rolled up anyway, so you can't see them. I was going to show Brad, but he's got no top on, so I shan't do that. But what are we doing this evening? We're going to a restaurant called Folk. I saw it on TikTok, so hopefully it's good. And yeah, I think it's like quite traditional food, but also different types of cuisines, but then they've got a few shows. Looking forward to it. Wearing this green jumpsuit, which was I bought it for South Africa. I'm now wearing it in Marrakech. Tomorrow, another busy day, we are going to the desert and we've got quad biking, camel ride, pool, just in the desert, lunch. So I'm very much looking forward to that as well, but we have to get up we have to be there for 9:30, ready for our transfer, so it's going to be an early morning. So roll the montage, I guess. Good morning, we're back in the hotel, well, Riyadh again. Brad is topless again. I feel like he's doing this on purpose so he can never be in the video. Are you actually doing that? You don't even have sun cream on there. Anyway, we are heading to the desert today. I've never been to a desert before, have you?
Yes.
Which one?
Egypt.
Nice. Oh, did I go to the desert in Egypt? I don't think I did. I have been to Egypt. Been to Sharm el Sheikh, but I don't think we went to the desert. Mum or Georgie, you can correct me on that. But I'm very much looking forward to it. We've got quad bikes, camel rides, a pool, a lunch, but we've got to go meet our driver. It's like a 20-minute walk away. So we're up early, ready to do that. I've got full sheen fit on today. This brown, you can't really tell it's brown. It's like a brown top, these white linen trousers. To be honest, it's not really a fit for the desert, but I didn't really take into consideration we were going into the desert, and these are the clothes that I don't care if they get ruined, because apparently you can get quite dirty. Anyway, off to the desert we go. Would also love a coffee on the way. find the right lighting in this place. Maybe here? I don't know. Sorry if it's quite dark, it's just quite a dark room. We've not got any windows. No. Well, we do have the bit of top here, but lets in bugs and stuff, so we have it closed. Anyway, the desert was so much fun. The quad bikes, I think, were my favourite part. It was just so fun. And I was initially only going to let Brad drive the quad bikes, but the guy was like, swap, swap, swap. So I swapped, and I impressed myself. I was leaving the rest for dust. I was anyway, that was fun. The pool was lovely. Obviously it clouded over when I was sunbathing. As soon as I put everything back on, sun came back, but that's the story of my life. But either way, it was so nice and relaxing. The meal was lovely. Tried a little bit of couscous. Actually, couscous isn't gluten-free, so I didn't have much, but I just wanted to try traditional Moroccan couscous. Other than that, there was chicken tagine and these beautiful tomatoes. It was lovely. One thing as a gluten-free girly, be careful of your options. Maybe stock up on the snacks, because things are quite heavy on the gluten here. The only thing I would not recommend and wouldn't do again is the camels. Me and Brad went on them, and honestly we both instantly regretted it. It just looked so cruel. It was a horrible sight. I wasn't having fun. The camels, you could tell they weren't having fun. He lost control of them at one point. They started running. Me and Brad were like, I was about to jump off. Yeah, I will not be going on a camel again. The thing is as well, we'd already seen the desert at that point because it was after the quad bike, so there was just no need for us to go on the camels. So yeah, it just seems cruel to me, and I just won't go on it again. And I knew I didn't want to go on it, but I went on it because I felt rude when they were getting me on. But I need to just not be a pushover in future and just say no. Either way, some bad news. We had a hot air balloon booked for tomorrow and it's cancelled because of strong winds, which I'm gutted about. But you've got to be safe, and you've got to kind of, Brad said, would you rather go up and be unsafe and blown around in the wind and, you know, die? And not really, no. So we're going to do some things that we haven't managed to do anyway, like go to the coffee place, which apparently gets really busy, so you have to go early anyway, so we would have missed out on that chance. And we go to the, is it something Youssef school? Apparently that's beautiful, and there's a secret garden, and we also want to kind of have a pool day, but if it's saying cloudy, we need to kind of rejig tomorrow because plans have been thrown up in the air. But that's fine, we're going for dinner now. I've got my new green shorts co-ord set, so I'm not really showing outfits well in this video. I'll have to put some photos in because I've taken loads obviously, but so far it's been fine. I was quite worried coming on what to wear and how to dress because of, I wanted to stay, what's the word, appropriate to their kind of culture, but it seems okay. The outfits I've packed so far have been fine. Just make sure you have some trousers and some longer sleeved items. Not sleeved, you don't need long sleeved. I mean, just something a bit more covered. Anyway, I'm starving, so I'm gonna go get some dinner. Good morning. Hey, look, Brad's in the video. We're at the Ben Youssef how do you say it? Ben Youssef Madrasa? Maybe I'll just put the words on. It's a former school, but it's beautiful. And we've come here before we're going to go to the coffee place because it was kind of en route. And it opened early. But it's really cool. Isn't it, Bradley? Where have you gone? Well, we're trying to find the upstairs. I don't know where it is. Found the upstairs. It's obviously future Grace popping in. I always have to pop in to these videos because I always miss something out. And the thing I missed out this time was saying that we're going to the coffee place. And the coffee place is Bacha Coffee. Now, it's a beautiful cafe that's situated inside a palace, I think it is. However, this is the queue. And we got there half an hour before it opened. Now, my advice is to do what we did. We got there at 9:30 on the dot. Obviously, I'd seen it on TikTok and saw the advice, but I followed it. Got there at 9:30. Honestly, by about 20 to 10, the line had doubled. I was quite near the front. And then by the time it gets to 10, a tour guide sweeps in, obviously knows the people working there, swoops their group in after you've just been waiting half an hour. I was like, but don't worry, they get a lot of people in. So I was one of the first sittings. Now, you might think, half an hour wait, is that worth it? Well, if you don't do that, what I've seen on TikTok is that you go in, you don't get a place, you then have to wait for a buzzer. One girl I watched, she waited an hour for a buzzer and then waited an hour for the buzzer to go off. So half an hour wait before it opens or 2 hour wait whilst you're inside. I'd rather do the half an hour wait before. Anyway, that's my advice. And it was actually one of my favourite things we did. So I'd highly recommend. Anyway, cue another montage. Woo! I forgot to round up the video, but oh my god, Marrakech was beautiful. It was stunning. I had the best time. It was overwhelming at first, but then I found you very quickly got used to it. All the people there were lovely. Everybody kind of was just there to have a laugh, especially the traders. They will have banter with you. They will laugh and have a joke with you. And honestly, if you go to the market and kind of just say a price that you want to pay and you stand your ground, they tend to go to that price anyway. I can't believe it, but I actually didn't tell you what I bought, which is so strange because why did I do that? Anyway, on the way to the desert, I don't know if you saw, we went to a traditional argan oil place. It was kind of just a stop off on the way, and I bought some argan oil for the hair. Lovely. And then from the markets, I got these little gold earrings. And did I get anything else? The prints from YSL. Did I get anything else from the markets though?
you know what, I don't think I did in the end. I think I just got the gold earrings, the prints and the argan oil. But yeah, had a fantastic time. 3 full days for kind of staying in the Medina was plenty. Gutted about the hot air balloon. Honestly, really wanted to do that, but at least it means I can now search for other places that do hot air balloons, because I will be doing one in this lifetime, I tell you. And anything else I should say? There's loads of all-inclusive hotels that are beautiful, kind of like worlds apart, which I possibly would go back to for kind of like a week's holiday by a pool and travel into the Medina, kind of do some day trips. But yeah, honestly, highly recommend. It was a beautiful place. Love you all. See you next week for another video. I don't know what that is yet. I need to get thinking.